Hey guys, Joel Short Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Deluxe Class Origin Jazz. So, here he is in the Cybertronian race car mode-ish thing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell what these things are, but I mean, this kind of sticks out a bit, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we finally got another Origin Autobot figure, just Origin figure in general in Buzzworthy Bumblebee, because the last and only other one we got was Bumblebee, and that was like in the summer of 2021, so that's been almost 2 years ago. And yeah, so yeah, this one was revealed last month by one of the Hasbro designers, and it was kind of expected, but it was a welcome surprise. And it was the unexpected part is because, well, I don't think there were any listings for this guy, and also because we never got to see Jazz in his Cybertronian alt mode in the More Than Meets the Eye Part 1. So that's kind of weird, but it's still a welcome surprise because this figure is actually, pretty neat. But yeah, because again, yeah, we saw Bumblebee and we saw Wheeljack go into their alt modes. And well, I mean, we also saw the Seekers, but they already got those those Cybertronian jet modes, the Tetra Jets, back in Siege, so they're already good. But Bumblebee, we never got. So basically, this is the Siege Jazz we never got, and then the Bumblebee, of course, is the Siege Bumblebee we never got. But yeah, anyways, but yeah, this is again pretty welcome surprise. But I still do hope that we get Wheeljack. Probably will, hopefully, in the near future. But we'll have to see. But anyways, so let's take a look at the packaging right here. As you can see, this is part of the Legacy Evolution subline of Buzzworthy Bumblebee. And yes, I get nice Legacy Evolution kind of artwork right here. Artwork, of course, Origin About Jazz, Buzzworthy Bumblebee. Get all this different artwork here. At this point, Buzzworthy Bumblebee is not even about Bumblebee anymore, because we're getting a lot of different non-Bumblebee things. But hey, I'm all for it. Because when they first announced, well, it wasn't really announced Buzzworthy. Oh, Alzheimer's is back here, but yeah, when Buzzworthy Bumblebee was first shown out of nowhere, because again Hasbro didn't even announce it back when when it first launched. It was kind of like, okay, well, this is interesting. We're getting some reissues, some redecos, but it's like, what's really the point of all this? And to this day, I'm still kind of wondering what it all was, but. Now they're actually, repurposing it, or have repurposed it into more, like, different exclusives and stuff, and just neat little bonuses that you can have, like, stuff like this. So, so now I'm all for it and stuff, but before it's like, okay, what? But, yeah. So anyways, yeah, here's Jazz in his alt mode. Let's take a close look right up here. Pretty nice. Nice and simple, but it works, especially since it's based off G1. But yeah, you get some gunmetal gray right here, and you get blue right here, and here. And I got Autobot insignia right here. Yeah, this is all clear plastic right here. There's some parts of clear plastic, like this is also clear plastic. His robot mode chest piece. So yeah. But hey, no visible head syndrome, so that's good. But yeah, overall this is pretty clean except for the arms. Those are supposed to be there, that's how they tab in, but in a way, it's good, so that way you can keep it upright like this. So yeah. So just getting some better looks, just in case if I miss anything around here. Yeah, pretty nice. So yeah, there's Jazz right there. And yeah. So anyways, now for the accessories on this guy. He does come with his gun. Unfortunately, it's all unpainted, but oh well, it's bit of a downgrade from his SSA6 counterpart, but it's, not that bad. It's kind of good if you use it for, like, a different character or something, or just a spare little gun, I don't know. And he also does come with this, like, grappling hook-like thing. Now, the hook part does detach from right here, so that's just a little FYI. When you get out of the little paper, tissue paper thing that comes inside of, the packaging for the accessories, these are together, but just do we know that these do detach. So, yeah. So there's these two now for storage. We can actually store the gun right up here. So that's good. You can go pew 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 pew. And as for this, well, you're really supposed to put this in when you're transforming it and stuff, because even the instructions say so. You have to put this in here. There's like this little Hope I'm getting it right. Hexagon. Need to remember my shapes, but yeah, it's a hexagon. You gotta put in the hexagon right there. And yeah, there's this little post right here, and that goes right in there. And you just want to put that in there. That's how you store it. And it will fit in pretty nicely. So yeah, pretty nice and clean. So that's good. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, so anyways, now for the size comparisons. Here he is with the SS86 version. Of course, it's his Earth alt mode. But you know, these do look pretty nice both side to side. And finally, here he is with the Origin Bumblebee. So now you get some nice little Origin action going on here. Pretty nice. And yeah, hopefully we do get Wheeljack real soon, because, you know, while this is a pleasant little surprise, it's, you know, we still need Wheeljack. Because there is no Siege Wheeljack, and, you know, yeah, so we need to get something soon. Yeah, so, yeah, that's pretty much it for Jazz's alt mode. So let's get right down into the transformations. So start off, I just want to remove this. And we'll remove this a bit later. It's a little hard to do it right now. I mean, you can't remove the hook part, but like the piece below is still stuck there. So yeah. But yeah, anyways, let's get down to the actual transformation itself. So starting off here, you just want to untab the... that's not what I meant to do. Or no, actually starting off, you just want to untab the arms. You want to lift them up. And then next, just flip out the hands. And I'll click into place there. And then after that, I'm pretty sure you can untab the doors right there. Alright. So there we go. Oh, and these came off. Of course he did. There. Get back on there. There we go. And you just want to do the same thing right here, just more carefully. There we go. That's more like it. But yeah. And then, so next, well, I think now I can remove this. Oh, no, I only got the hook part out. Here. Get that back. Yeah, you know, I'll just put this over here for now. So next, you just want to untab this section right here. There's these tabs here that go in these slots. Or there's not really any slots, but yeah. So you just want to untab all of that. And then next, just bring this a bit down here. And then move out the arms. Rotate here at the bicep. And do the same thing right here. To where it's like this. And then after that, you just want to bring up the thighs. They're on these little hinge joints there. So they kind of hinge out. And then next, after that, you just want to untab the legs. And then bring out these little side panels here. And then tuck in the doors. And close this up. And you just want to do the same thing right here. There we go. And just put that in there. And close that up. And there we go. And then you just want to flip out the feet right here. And so I do the same thing right over here. And there you go. So I got the feet there. And finally, let's get to the upper half again. So what you want to do is you want to kind of bring this whole windshield section right here and move it upwards to right here. And then next, bring down the front chest panel right here. And oh, I almost forgot. I almost forgot to remove this. I'm like, wait a minute, why isn't that closing? There we go. And then next, after that, you just want to squeeze this on, and that'll tab it right there. And then next, just rotate around the head right there. And then you just want to bring this all down here. And once you got that all done, there you guys have Jazz in his robot mode. And yeah, I gotta say, this actually looks really, really nice. Probably the best robot mainline Jazz, or best mainline robot mode for a Jazz figure that Hasbro's done. Well, this kind of rivals with the SS86 one, of course, but in a way, this one's a bit better. I mean, it's more, you know, cartoon model accurate and stuff. If, you know, you see the little hand-drawn models that they have from the show. I mean, even if you just watch an episode of G1 where Jazz appears in it, this looks more proportionally accurate. I mean, the other one was, was still cartoon accurate in a way. It just wasn't as proportionally accurate in terms of, like at least the chest area, because here it's more condensed, but it more has to be because, with that one, it was the actual card chest, while this is just, a little faux piece. But yeah, they fit this in pretty nicely. So yeah, but anyways, so starting off here up close, let's take a look at the head sculpt. Really nice. I think it might be the same one as what they used with the SS86. We'll have to compare that when we do size comparisons later. And of course, got the chest mount right here. It's all clear plastic, but they have it painted over pretty nicely, I'd say. And yeah, and of course, got some more gray here. And of course, you got the little backpack here, but it's actually not that bad. It's pretty nice and condensed here. I mean, this, I will say though, there's one complaint: this doesn't really tab in. It's not really loose. It's just when you mess around with it. Although I'm afraid in like 20 years time it'll become loose, so that'd be pretty annoying. Maybe even 10. Oh god. But yes, and of course got the legs here. Still, I mean, even though you got all this here, it's mostly clean. So, for what it is, that's actually cleans up pretty nicely. So yeah, I'll have to give Hasbro that. So yeah, but anyways, now for the articulation. The head is on a ball joint. Can look down, can look up only that far, and side to side, obviously. He does actually have a little bit of a butterfly joint, which is rare to see on a Transformer. It's common to see in like a Marvel Legends figure, but not on a Transformer. However, this is only because of his transformation. But, the chest panel, there's still enough clearance they can do butterfly joints there. So that's, it's pretty nice. But again, it is for transformation. But hey, I take it. Oh yeah. He does have shoulder rotation there. And obviously shoulders can move outward that far, and biceps do swivel, a 90-degree bend at the elbow, and in and out movement with the hands, waist rotation, and legs kick up this far, and back that far, and then outward that far, thigh swivel, bend at the knee, ankle pivots, and toes do move up and down. So yeah, pretty good movement. It was, like, when they were first showing the images for this guy, it kind of looked like he was a bit posable, but this is actually very posable, especially since he's got the butterfly joints. Like, when I was messing around with him first, and, he had those joints, it's like, oh, wow, this is pretty rare to see on a Transformer. But I figure I had to do something with the transformation, which, by the time I transformed them, I realized, yeah, I was right, but either way, it's still nice to get that movement in some sort of shape. So, yeah. So there you guys have his articulation. And again, overall, very solid. So yeah, but anyways, now for his accessories. Again, he does come with his blaster right here. And you can just attach that right into his hand. And there you go. So yeah. And also, again, he does come with his little hook piece / pieces. Oh, I just gotta focus on this right here. I think it's still mostly focused on Jazz. Come on. Alright, so yeah, so you gotta reattach this in here. I still don't get why this detaches. Like, I don't understand, but oh well. So you just want to reattach that in there. And while he can, I think, yeah, he can hold it with his hand. What you're actually supposed to do is you're supposed to tuck back in his hand, so it's not only just for transformation, but you can tuck that back in, and then there's a little hole right here, and you can reattach, or attach, I should say, this right in here. And there you go, now he's got like a bit of a hook hand. I don't remember him having that in the cartoon, but hey, it's still a neat little surprise. It does seem like something that would be in the G1 cartoon, because I could just picture, any character having that, knowing how many hand gimmicks those characters in G1 had. But yeah, another feature you can do, which they call this the Evo Fusion, since this is part of the Legacy Evolution subline. There's the Evo Fusion. So what you do here is there's a little hole right here on this, peg right here, or not, or handle, I should say, and it's just enough that you can fit it on his blaster, on the tip of his blaster. So you do that right here, and yeah, it looks pretty ridiculous, but yeah, it's a thing you can do. But me personally, I just prefer putting it right here, and yeah. So there is that. So anyways, now for the size comparisons. Let me get this all straightened up. There we go. So, yeah, but anyways, now for this guy's robot mode size comparisons. Here is with the Stu Series A6 Chaz. And yeah, as you can see, both are being trying to, I guess, it's a more accuracy challenge thing. But overall, I'd say maybe this one's more accurate in terms of proportions, but this one's still accurate because it's still, G1 Jazz. It appears how he should. But this one's more proportionally accurate, especially as you can see, he's got like a humongous chest. This one only has a small chest. I mean, I'm glad this one has a humongous chest, only because, that's how it all works for his car mode and stuff, but, both are pretty good. Like I said with the Bumblebee, the origin Bumblebee, him and the Netflix Bumblebee are my main G1 Bumblebees at the moment, stuff, or at that time and still are to this day, unless, they make an upgrade to that Netflix Bumblebee in some form. Because, these both work in their own ways, so, yeah. And finally, here he is with the, speaking of which, Origin Bumblebee, and of course this does scale well since Bumblebee is pretty small. Maybe Bumblebee should be a bit smaller, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he should be at least at the waist of Jazz, and I'm not sure, but, don't really care. As long as Bumblebee's still small, it's good. But yeah, that sounded kind of weird, but, yeah, but anyways, there you guys have the robot mode comparisons. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, but as I was saying before about, the head sculpts, like if they're the same, yes, they are the exact same on, this is of course the SSA6, this is the Origin Jazz, and yeah, they do have the same head sculpt. What definitely confirms is the back of the head. As you can tell, they got the same details there. But yeah, another example why this one's more accurate, because, he's got the darker blue visor, so, which is more accurate than this, but, both still work. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out, so, yeah. So, there you guys have my review for the Transformers Buzzworthy Bumblebee Deluxe Class Origin Jazz. And yeah, I gotta say, this is actually, a pretty solid figure. I'd say it's even better than the Bumblebee one, because, it feels more solid and stuff, more together, and, it's a neat little figure, even if it wasn't necessary. It's still nice and all, and surprisingly, he has a bit better robot mode than the SSA6. I mean, in terms of cartoon accuracy and proportions and all that, but, the SSA6 one, of course, is still pretty good. So yeah, but very solid figure. Highly recommend. I mean, you don't need to get it, but at the same time, if you're a jazz fan, or, not of the music genre, of course, but, or maybe, I don't know, because this guy loves jazz, but, no, if you're a fan of the character Jazz, then, he's really, it's basically a necessity for, fans of, Jazz's character and stuff, like me, so, and if, you also want to keep growing with your Origin figure collection, it's a good addition to your Siege stuff, because it has the Cybertron alt modes, so, overall, very, very good figure, and so yeah, highly recommend. Unless you don't need it, then alright. It's personally your choice, so yeah, but anyways guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment, share for more, and comment down below what you guys think of this figure. So anyways guys, as always, till all, R1.